Good morning, good morning. Good morning, Sabrina. Hello, Jen. Hello. Good morning. How are you ladies this morning? Looks pretty crappy outside to me today where I live. So this is my art journal. You know, I worked in it yesterday. This was a couple pages I did yesterday. So what I did yesterday is these were the folded pages, and I made pockets. And I decorated it off camera. It's still raining. Yeah, it looks like we're going to get rain here. It looks really overcast and crappy outside. So we're going to make some tags. Windy by you. So we're going to make some tags to put in here. And then I'm also going to decorate as well. Oh, man, I got itchy eyeball here. Ooh. Oh, sorry. And I know I'm late, kind of. I slept in a little bit. I was tired yesterday. It was a long day. Baby shower was awesome. Look at my cookie broke, but I'll show you the little cookies. They had there's a baby brewing, and this one just says baby and it has bats. And then there was a little onesie that said mommy. And look at, came home with a whole bucket of candy. I did win a prize, but I gave it to Diamond because she wanted it. And then a friend of mine, Diamond's best friend Kim, his mom won the door prize, and it was a wreath with a red truck in the middle of it, and she gave it to me. It's on my door already. And then Kim gave me a bag full of eyeballs. I'll show you what else. Kim sent home with me. Kim bought a lot of stuff. She should have came and checked with me. And I'm like, Kimmy. Like what? I said, next time, if there is a next time. I don't know why she didn't, because I told her that she could have came and raided, and she should have raided, because now she's flying out to Florida. There's a lot that she's going to be giving me. She bought. I told her I'd buy, but she had some straws because I didn't have any Halloween straws, so I stole some Halloween straws for next year. But she bought these jars from Target. She thought they were little bath salts. She didn't realize there was confetti. So she got the Rapid Rats. There's a third one, and bats. And I have 3 of each. She gave me them. She's like, I'll never use them. Yeah, so I have another. And I'm like, I will. So I have 2 bat wings and a rat. I like the jars too. But she bought stuff like that. She didn't need to. She got eyes, little spider stuff, like the rings and stuff. She hit the target. Morning candy. So she's like, I told her I'd buy it all from her. Okay, let me put this stuff out of my way. So we're going to work on some tags for this. Let me get my tags. Okay. Yeah. So this is by Bingo Dauber and paint pens. So I did this background and stencils. But we need to find some tags now. All right. Will fit in my pocket. I might have to make these smaller. Yeah, that right there. But yeah, they're big. Okay, we're just gonna use these so I don't have to cut any. Oh, what sizes here? 3, I need 4. Okay. Oh, just a little long. Just gotta get them in the right. There we go. Direction. Should work. Perfect. All right. Okay. I'm moving slow today. Some of my backache, kind of. Good new bye. Get my stuff. Okay. So is anybody working on anything? All right. Anybody doing anything out there? Hi, Joe. So we're gonna move this out of the way for now. I'm dripping all over. Put that right there because I'll use it. Put it right there. Oh. Yay! Awesome, Joe. Okay. Teal. I have 2 red and 1 black right now. Oh, real juicy. Oh, actually, I wanted to. All the way across and up. And this one. Okay. Yeah, this one's gonna stay full. This one too. Blue. Oh, we got blue and sky blue. Okay. Why is this one got a green lid? I don't know. No clue. I think I will like. I like them. I probably will. Look at that. Joe does beautiful albums. Like I told her, I don't like making them. But I like decorating them. That's for sure. We'll wait for a second color. Oh yeah, I know you do. I knew you do. So as I'm grabbing my Bingo Dauber ink right now, I am pouring into my emptier bottles into my other bottles because I just ordered some, and it's a pain in the butt. So if you're wondering what I'm doing, also, so that's what I'm doing. All right. I'm not going anywhere, Sabrina. At least not for a while. Make this one look like a quilt. So what's the news? Any news out there today? Anything that I missed? There we go. These I will take care of later. Okay. Oh, you're just a little, yeah, a little bit. I noticed that too. Yeah. Plus, I haven't sneezed yet. So, usually after I sneeze a couple times, it goes away. So, I haven't sneezed yet. I know it probably sounds weird. And let's go. Yep. All right, we got one more. Okay, let's see. Let's go through a stencil on this one. Okay, I'm just going to lay this down. There we go. And then start with blue. Now, due to the fact I do front and back of my tags, I'm just going to take a tag and I'm just going to put my one tag on top, line it up as best as possible. Pick up some of that on the back. Okay. Let that dry. Let's grab these. We're going to turn these over. Oh, man. Oh, I'll be covering it, so I don't have to worry. I like not using trying to hide on covering these. So, but I'll be covering it anyways with an image or something, so I ain't too worried. So let's get a stencil. I'm gonna line her up. There we go. Looks pretty good to me. I'm gonna take this one. I'm allotted. Excuse me. All right. Yeah, you know. Yeah, I got some of them. I got metallic bingo dabbers. Yeah, I got metallic. They're over there. I just didn't grab them. Yeah, Dawn. So, yeah. You didn't go to that sale? What? Woman, you should have went to that sale. That I can't help you with. What you buy? What you buy? So you did go to the sale. I went, you crazy WG-40 sniffer. So you're dabbing circles with a circle. But these circles are smaller than these circles. They were smaller circles. Hey, smaller circles. Okay, let's see what Dawn bought. Oh, ooh, good. She bought. She bought. Oh, come on. Okay, hang on. This damn phone. She bought. Okay, it won't let me stay that way. There we go. She bought. I see Santa Claus. I see some drawing pencils. I see some wood pieces. I see some rings. I see some purple flowers, I believe. I see some pumpkins. I see some pearls. I see some floss trim or that string. That's awesome. Let's see what she's going to be sending me. Let's see. I'll take that string right there. Oh, I'll take this little Santa and a sleigh. Looks like mini ornaments. I'll take them. Oh, what the hell? Just send it all to me. $2. How far off am I? I'm $2. That's what I'm saying. $2. That's my guess. $2. $2. Oh, 30, 15. Ooh. Ooh. Their prices were high, take it. She had so much. I don't know if that was worth $15. I don't know, because there's a lot in there I don't buy, so I couldn't tell. Couldn't tell if you got a deal or not. Well, I know those little embroidery threads. Those aren't cheap, so right there you probably got your money's worth. Because I know those embroidery thread or whatever they call them to do the what the hell do they call it? Things. I know that thread's not cheap. 10 cents each. Yeah, but that's at her sale. What are they in a store? Brand new if you went to buy them. $1.19. Yeah, so color. Let's go. Oh, can't go that. We're gonna do a teal in every dot. The Santa sleigh's cute. Okay. I'm just gonna. Wow. I went to a garage sale. Was it this summer or last summer? Whatever. And the garage was just fabric. Boxes. Just boxes. Tables. And tables. Just fabric. Crazy. I thought it was just nuts how much they had in this garage. Garage sale prices. But people don't do that anymore. I realized that this past summer. Me and Debbie went to a handful of garage sales, and every time we were like, is desperation that high? because their prices weren't garage sale prices. At least not my garage sale prices. I go out garage selling. I want cheap. Diamond does a lot on Marketplace. Everybody puts it on Marketplace these days. So I had these worksheets of diamonds that she had me print off the other day. And then she tells me she doesn't need them. So I've been using them for my pull-offs if I need them. And then I figure I'll tear them up eventually. Okay. I'm missing a stencil. There's my stencil. That one. I don't know where it is. That's just weird. Is it under my pile of magazines? No. I have to clean today. Oh, my tail's coming off. I don't know. I don't know. Let's use this one. It's actually a border, but I'm going to line it up. So I want that. And we're going to go orange. And I'm just going to go. I'm going to soak my stencils today after I'm done. They need a good cleaning. So I'm going to grab this one. Look at my phone. Okay, I'm looking at my phone. I didn't hear my phone go off. You bought that truck? Wow, cool. Look at that truck, guys. Nice. Is that yours? Is that you and your husband's, Dawn? Oh, nice. Awesome. My cousin owns one like that, but it's yellow. I always tease him. I'm like, why the hell did you paint your truck yellow? He goes, yellow's... He said, because he redid it. I mean, he restored it. He's... my cousin restored his truck. And I'm like, why yellow? And it's, I don't remember what he told me. I'm like, red? Red? So I told him, he goes, red? I said, yeah, because I would have put it on my Christmas card. So I laughed because a buddy of his took a picture of my cousin Paul's truck and turned it red. He photoshopped it. I have a picture of my cousin's truck now. Wow. That's just crazy. I mean, I know I got a lot of crap. I'll be the first to tell you that. But did it even look like she ever used it? Or is it like she just bought to buy? Because there are a lot of people out there just because they like to buy stuff. Doll heads. I told him to take it. He said only if all like her covered full of yarn. Shit, doll heads and strange hair. Wow. That's just nuts. I've used everything in this room. Eventually, I searched high and low because Teresa reminded me. Teresa was doing masks the other day, and I'm like, what did I do with the masks? I found them. Mine were the half ones. I knew I had some, so I might do them sometime this week, just for fun of it. But mine aren't going to be, if they are going to be, showing steampunk in the next video. She did back in the day. Yeah. So. Oh. Just gonna do a. Well, when my mom passed away, she had 22 Rubbermaids full of material. And then, I'd say about 30, 20, 30, anywhere between, I'll say 20 and 30 Rubbermaids full of yarn. And then, binders, big binders full of patterns of yarn for yarn. And I'm like, what do I do with them? And I was like, so I was headed to go donate them to a local thrift store because I didn't want it. So on the way to the thrift store, we passed a nursing home, and I said to this guy, I wonder if the nursing home would be interested in this. You know? My stepfather took some of the material, I kept some of it, but the yarn and the binders I didn't want, and neither did he. So I pull in the nursing home. Oh boy, it's windy. It's going to be a crappy day. And I go in the main entrance, and they're like, may I help you? And I'm like, yes, I have a question. And she's like, what? And I said, my mom passed away. She goes, oh, I'm sorry. Was she a resident here? And I'm like, no. I said she wasn't here at all. Oh, she gives me this strange look. I said she had bags. I said Rubbermaids full of yarn. I said patterns for every Southern Belle doll you can think of. The dolls, the plastic dolls that put the Southern dresses on. Oh my God, she had all that stuff. She goes, and I go, I was going to donate it up the road to the Good Earth thrift store, but I said on my way here, I thought maybe you guys would like it. She goes, oh my God, you would make these people's days if you would like. And I'm like, okay. I said, can I get some help hauling it in? So she calls some elderly men that, are like live on, they're in good shape, but they are residents or like they have their little apartments. Because it was also a senior center kind of apartment living. So Scott, I, and these guys, we haul this stuff into the community room. Because I said, it's not in the Rubbermaids anymore. I kept the Rubbermaids, but she goes, well, I don't blame you. And it was one bag after another. And I helped them take it out, and we sorted it. And all these little, I said, though, I call them the gray-haired biddies, because they're always over there. And they were oohing and on. And and the lady took my address. And not long after that, I got a delivery from a guy from one of the nursing homes. They gave me a card, and they sewed me a quilt or Afghan, because she had, and it said in the center, in memory of your mama. They took a little bit of all, you could tell it was pieced together by little squares. I don't even use it. I when that got delivered to me, I cried for days on, I have it yet, but they must have each did like an individual section, and then they put it together, because every little section was a different pattern. Like one had this flower on. I got it. I went and actually had it sealed. I should use it, but I just can't. I had it sealed in one of those like freezer seals from a buddy that I had one. Yeah. And then in the middle of it says in memory of your mama. And then they sent me a thank you card. I mean, this thing's got to be half the size of my table. Yeah, they didn't have to do that. That was them or them. I stopped in there and told those ladies thank you. They're like, we wanted to do something. She's the one gal goes, we don't have to buy yarn for 10 years, the one lady goes. That's what she said to me. And I'm like, as long as you guys make good use of it. My mom, I said, would be okay where what I did with it, because my mom was a giver. So I figured I did the right thing when I donated it to the nursing home. Instead of do a Goodwill that would have made money off it, I don't give to Goodwill because I usually give to a local thrift store that actually gives back to the community, and that's where I was actually going. I was going to a thrift store that actually gives back to the community. It's going to be a dark one. I will go get something that I didn't win. Diamond's best friend's mom won, and she gave it to me. I'll go get it and show you guys. It's awesome. Bam. Okay. After I get this tag done. They don't look like much now, but wait till I come back. We'll get these done and then I'll go get it. And then they can dry sit in here for a little bit. I just want color down in between the white. So and we're going to flip this over. And I'm just going to press down. Yeah. Okay, the fourth one's over here. We need to get a pattern on this one. I'm just going to daub. I'm just going to daub. Okay. Ooh, that one's juicy. I'm only doing a background, so I'm doing is a background. Let's see. I'll put that over there. I'll put that one over there. Oh, we got it. Let's see. Let's do coral. Mm-hmm. It was very kind and unexpected because I didn't expect anything. I figured when they asked for my address, they would, they were going to send me like a thank you card, something on that lines. I did not expect the quilt or the Afghan or whatever you want to call it. That threw me. And then to see individual pieces, you could tell they were made by probably different residents and they just put it together. That was very unexpected. That threw me. I'll be honest. That hit me hard because it was probably 6 months, 7 months after my mom. It wasn't even a full year after my mom passed away. Because it was hard to let go of stuff, but the yarn in that was okay. There was no attachment to me, I guess, with it. She was into paper crafting. She just still had it because my mom, bless her, would go from one extreme of crafting to another. She was always all over. And then when she got into paper crafting, that's what I enjoyed. The painting, and then me and my mom did ceramics at one time together. So the yarn she could never teach me because she was so fast at it that she couldn't sit down and teach me. She tried. She just couldn't slow down. All right. I need color into this. We're going to grab, and I'm going to add some splotches. Okay. All right. I'm going to put these to the side over here. Actually, I'm going to flip them together. I'm going to press that together. Cool. All right. I got them kind of. All right. So I'm not going to need these anymore. So I'm going to put these away. Gotta put some washi taper on this. You wonder why I'm putting washi taper on this? Because I'm putting water in these. And I want to know the difference. Alright. I will be right back. I'm going to put some water in there, come back and do these. And then I'm going to get what my friend gave me. I don't put a lot of water in them. Oh! And then I spilled one. Good one, Tina. Oh, don't worry about it. What's up? I'm not allowed with new toys. That's why I'm not allowed, as Scott would say, around dangerous stuff. Because I'm too klutzy. Okay. Alright. I'm going to go wash my hands, go grab what I want, and I didn't win. Sue won. She gave it to me. I'll be right back. Okay. So Sue, Kim's best friend's mom. Watch your eyes, guys, because my camera's going up. Won the door prize. And I'm like, oh my God, why couldn't I have been that lucky, you know? So she said she'd never use it, so she gave it to me because she knows I'd hang it. Look at it. It's a wreath with a a red truck in the center. So you got the red truck in the center. It's a fall wreath. You got little pumpkins going around the whole thing. I can't, because I'm like, I asked, Chelsea's mom bought this for the shower. And I said, did you make it? She goes, no, I bought it. I only can imagine what she paid for this thing at a craft. She goes, I bought it at a craft fair. I'm like, oh my God, that's crazy. I'll be right back. I'm going to go hang it up. I'm like, I can only imagine. And I'm like, I kept it in, so you do not have to. Because she gave, I'll tell you the story when I get back. All right, watch your eyes. So, they literally, her and her husband, literally just put a new door in their house on. Beautiful new door. Solid oak, gorgeous stained glass window. I mean, it's this gorgeous door. Just gorgeous. And I'm telling her, I said, you're going to have to buy a wreath holder. And I said, take some of that foam window stuff that you would put around the windows, that's the foam. I said, on the holder itself, I said, so it's got the foam so it doesn't wreck your door. And I said, hang it in your house somewhere instead of, if you don't want to hang it on your door, hang it in your house. I was telling her, because that was the whole thing. She didn't want to hang it on her door because they literally put brand new door in. And she hands me a bag and she says, you hang it. Because, Tina, even if she don't decorate. She goes, I don't decorate. Her kids are older. Neither one have kids. They'll never. Kim and Ian have no plans of having kids. Ben's probably going to be a bachelor living at home for the rest of his life, or his parents' life, whatever it may be. She knows I'll hang it because she knows I decorate. But I was like, oh my God. So I told them, I told them I was trying to figure out what I could do for her. And I won a door prize. They only had 24 people were invited. Let's see. Not including me. Let me figure this out. Her husband's 2 sisters, 2 co-workers, me, Sue, Diamond, Kim. 5, 7, 8 people show up out of 24. So everybody ended up with a prize. They had swag bags. You got a candle, little candle. Kim went to Dollar Tree and bought them out. a non-alcoholic beer. Cinnamon stick and some tea, salted caramel. I'm gonna put them over here. Yeah, she didn't want to wreck her door. She could have hung it on her house. She could have hung it in her house on a wall. You know, it didn't necessarily have to go on the door, and that's what I told her. But no. She's like, it's not my style. Because she knows I do the red truck. Because she was here at Christmas time, and she just told them, and I didn't know your mom did the red truck. And I even said to her, you sure Kim don't want it? Nope. Kim said, give it to Mom Massey. Because she asked Kim, her daughter, first. Kim's like, no, I ain't into the red truck. Tina's really into the red truck. So that's how. And she says, the thing is, Tina, a year from now would have ended up at your house anyways. I'd had Kim give it to you. And she didn't feel right by selling it because I told her, I said, you could sell it. She goes, no, I don't feel right doing that. But look at this is funny, guys. Okay. These three girls have been friends since middle school. Because Kim and Chelsea, each one of them, okay, that's how it works. Each one of them went to a different grade school. And then when they got to middle school, they all went to the same middle school. Does that make sense? Because they lived in little different sections of Green Bay in the little west side in the area. But each one of them went to a different grade school. But then there's only one middle school and one high school. And they've been friends since then. So this is the three of them. He had to dress up. That's Kim. That's Chelsea. And, of course, that's Diamond. They did a nice one. And then another nice one. And then they did their funny one. I have to still send these. And then the girls got in there. And that's her sister-in-law's. And that's her husband. And then that's the husband. That's her mom. I took that picture, so isn't that cool? I'm gonna make me a pumpkin like that. It's all pearls and gems on that. I thought it was pretty cool. And there's my wreath. Oh, you can see? That's right. I moved my camera. Bad. I'm sorry. So there's the wreath I won. Can you see now? My bad. I forgot I moved my camera. So that's the wreath I won. That's the pumpkin that Kim bought for $5, and I could have made it. All the gems are coming off it already. I couldn't believe she paid $5 for that. Crazy. That is Chelsea with her mama. And it's Chelsea with her mom. That's Chelsea and her husband. And that's Chelsea with her sister-in-law and brothers. Yeah, we don't care about them. But here is the gang. Is that good right there? That's Diamond, Riley, Chelsea, Kim, and Allie. And there's the girls. Diamond, Chelsea. That's Diamond, that's Chelsea, that's Kim. Chelsea's the one who the shower was for. And there's a nice one of them. Then a funny one. Riley Roo. There's the cookies. Check them little cookies out. I thought. Can you guys kind of see them? Them are all little cookies. Oh, they're so cute. And look at the diaper cake. And let me see if I can get this better. Hang on, let me get this one. And there's Ruby. She weighs 3.5 pounds now. And she's doing what Chelsea and Matt told me yesterday. She's doing awesome. Did you guys see my chair I made? A skeleton chair. I did a project share on it. But yeah, baby's doing awesome. I know. I just like, I wish more people would have came. The thing, this is funny. Because I don't, okay. Matt's family, which is the husband, are throwing a baby shower too, okay? But not inviting any of Chelsea's friends. It's only for family. How early? She was due the end of November. She was born in August. Yeah. Yeah. They had to, how they put it to Matt, and he got a hold of Chelsea's mom, is Chelsea's blood pressure was skyrocketed, okay? Skyrocketed. She was unconscious. And Matt had to make the choice. Not even a pound. Not even a pound. That if they didn't get proceed with labor, they could have lost mother and baby, or just it was a toss-up. They could have lost both, or possibly save both. It was one of those things. And Matt told me he had a hard decision, because he's the husband. He didn't know what to do. So Chelsea came out of it because she was they had to keep her semi-unconscious because of her blood pressure. That they brought Chelsea, they discussed it with Chelsea. Her mom was there, and they chose to have the baby. So she went from Chelsea's little womb into this machine that actually stimulated being in like a mom's stomach. It was weird. She showed me a picture of it. It's a new technology. But she's at 3.5 pounds. And if she keeps going, she's looking at being home at the end of November. And I'm like, God, I don't want your medical bills. She goes, Matt's got good insurance. And then, yeah, Mom may have passed away if they did not deliver. Yeah. So, and see, a few weeks, it was Allie's birthday. Was it Allie's birthday? It had to be Allie's. No, yeah. So it was August. Allie's birthday. Or no. I don't remember. But because we had the birthday party all together. July. Yeah. I don't remember exactly whose it was. I'd have to ask Diamond. But Chelsea was at the house and she looked miserable. She didn't bring a swimsuit. And I said to Diamond, go in and borrow a t-shirt and a pair of shorts of Sam. Have Chelsea get it on and help. I said, Dad and Sam will help her in the pool. We'll get her to relax a little bit because she was having a miserable pregnancy. Miserable. It's Matt's family. It's the same thing with the bridal shower. There was 2 bridal showers, one for Chelsea's friends and one for family. And the thing is, Chelsea did put her foot down. She's like, my bride. When Chelsea and it got married, they were only throwing a bridal shower and only family. And Chelsea's like, my wedding party needs to be there. They're like, no. And she goes, then I won't be there. If my wedding party can't be at my bridal shower, I ain't going to be there. Her 2 best friends are Diamond and Kim. They've been through middle school, high school, college together. The only difference is that Chelsea and Kim were college roommates. Diamond didn't go to college, but they're all tight like this, the three of them. So she's like, and then this one, again, same thing. She's like, I want Diamond and Kim at my shower. If they can't be at my shower, then I won't be there. She told her husband that. Yep. It's just, I don't get it. So she had a bridal shower with the family members. And Diamond and Kim through this one. And then in 2 weeks' time, it's the family one. And what kills me is I asked Diamond, how many family members? The two sisters, and 2 aunts. I said, so it's not like 15, 20. She's like, no, it's like 5 people. I don't like that. Don't make no sense to me. She goes, I know. I said, what's Matt say? She goes, how did Matt tell me? Because Matt was funny yesterday. I just ride the wave. And that's what Chelsea and I do to keep. Because when a pandemic happened, the sister had to leave college, the youngest sister there. She ended up moving in with Matt and Chelsea. Why she didn't move home to her mother's, we have no idea. But it caused so many problems that Chelsea moved out on Matt. Because he kept on putting his sister before his wife. And he almost lost his wife. And Chelsea finally said, enough is enough. I am your wife. You are married now. And like Chelsea says, I get it. Their dad died when they were young. So Matt was the man of the house. But there comes a point, I said, they're all adults now. It's, he can't keep putting his sisters, his mother, before his wife. I said, in your home. The sister thought she could just do what she wanted. She'd go in Chelsea's closet and just borrow clothes and just think it was just okay. She wouldn't ask. And Chelsea's like, hey, that's my shirt. Yeah, I didn't think you would mind. And Chelsea would be like, I do mind. And Matt's like, it's only a shirt. And she goes, and she tell Matt, it's not the point that it's only a shirt. But the point is, she should have asked, what is she doing in our bedroom anyways? She shouldn't be in our bedroom. It was stuff like that. I said I would be pissed. And she got tired of her. She ended up at Diamond's, and then she ended up at her mom's. Because she showed up at Diamond's the night she packed the bag and left because she had enough. Came a full-blown argument, and I guess the husband took the sister's side, and that was it for Chelsea. He learned a hard lesson. Because not long after that, the sister had to go home by mama. Where I'm like, why didn't you go by mom anyways? Diamond goes, nobody could figure that out. Because they don't like Chelsea, and they never liked Chelsea. First of all, it's an interracial marriage. Okay? Chelsea's Jamaican. I don't know if there's different, but Matt's mom. Have a different relationship with different people with respect. Yeah. Well, this sister still sits on her brother's lap like she's a little girl, like she's a little kid. It's weird. But what was I saying? It's always going to be tension because the mother-in-law does not like Chelsea. She does not like the fact that her son married into an interracial relationship. She tried to talk her son out of it, and it didn't happen. all through high school, all through adulthood, pre-adulthood, marriage, whole 9 yards. She offered him money to end that relationship. So it's a, yep. I was like, wow. And the mother-in-law, you can tell, as Chelsea puts it, has ruled the roost. And I don't let anybody rule me. And that's why she can't stand me, is because I don't let that fly. Yep. Nope. She went to her local priest. She's highly Catholic. Went to her local priest because she thought it was a sin. And so her son wouldn't go to hell. And then Chelsea was telling, we were all outside chilling. And instead of saying, poor little granddaughter, I hope she survives, blah, blah, da, 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 okay? I mean, this little girl's a miracle that she's this, 2 months in, surviving. She's a fighter. The nurse says she's feisty. She tells Chelsea that every day because Chelsea pumps and then she goes to the hospital and feeds the baby. And I mean, they're only 20 minutes from the hospital, so she's there practically every day. And and her boss is so kind. They laid her off. They're like, Chelsea, it's slow right now. We're gonna lay you off. And Chelsea's like, but I need an income. She goes, that's why we're laying you off. So she can collect unemployment while she's going through this. That was awesome. But back to what I was saying. She says 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, whatever, after the baby's born, the mother-in-law sitting in a room with Chelsea. Chelsea's still in the hospital recovering herself. Chelsea's mom's there. And Matt's there. And the mother-in-law's there. And she says in front of the Tammy is Chelsea's mom. I don't know the mother-in-law's name. She says, well, maybe you guys should have listened to me. This is a product of your marriage that's a sin. That her granddaughter is in ICU. Yep. Because she's totally against this marriage being biracial. It's a little too late. They've been married 3 years. I want to get over it. Yep. I told you guys not to have children. Yep. That this would be the outcome. I think I would have flipped out on her ass. I said, and Matt doesn't do anything. Matt had, because that's what I said to Chelsea. What'd Matt do? He just doesn't say anything. I'm like, oh my God. I said, Chelsea, he's going to have to eventually. I said, wait. I said, he'll start. She goes, what do you mean? I saw pictures of Matt that Chelsea showed us of him in the hospital with his daughter. Holding a little finger. I said, it's going to come down to when that baby is finally fully well enough to come home and she's toddling around and all that. And she goes, yeah. I said, and his mother makes a comment about that, you guys' child, his daughter. And she goes, yeah. I go, that's when he's going to lose it. I said, because right now, you're parents, but you're not parents. And she goes, what do you mean? I said, you're parents in a sense you have a baby, but that baby's not home yet. Once that baby gets home and you guys are parenting 24 hours 7 and she's older and she gets toddling and if his mother makes a remark about that child, I said, I think that's when you'll see a different side of Matt, because I said I could see it the way he had tears in his eye in one picture when, I mean, that's quite a shock to see a little baby that's like this in a machine that's doing everything for it to survive. Knowing your wife's in the other room. You know, I said, that's when you'll see the change in Matt, because that's his child. And I don't think right now he knows you guys are adults, you can handle it, but he ain't going to allow anybody to say anything about his child. The parental instincts will come in. Yeah. Yeah. Chelsea didn't leave the hospital for 2 weeks. 2 weeks she was there. Yeah. They had like a room where it wasn't being used. She could stay, so she stayed. They only live 20 minutes, not even. I mean, it's hard. Like Chelsea says, it's hard. This is one of the first times they've actually, because they were 30 minutes from her yesterday. And Chelsea was constantly checking her phone. But like Chelsea says, I have to, what do we do? So constantly checking her phone. You can see that so, because even Matt was checking. She's like, did you check? Because I guess he checks on the hour. She checks on every half an hour. And he's like, yep, she's good. And when they were leaving the shower and they were headed back up to the hospital. That's what their lives revolve around right now, she says. She goes home, she sleeps, she pumps off and on, and they go to the hospital. Matt's still working because Matt plans on taking leave when the baby comes home. But she keeps going the way she's going. Charles said yesterday, it looks like November. She'll be home by Thanksgiving. Because she's growing like a weed. I mean, so it's a miracle. She's a miracle. Little Ruby. There we go. Yeah. Yep, that's what Chelsea says. I laugh so hard. She goes, I don't know what, I'm scared. She told us all, I'm really scared what she comes home, because what if I do something wrong? Because she asked everybody to give her advice yesterday at parenthood, our parents. And everybody told her, Chelsea, you learn as you go. She's going to fall. She's going to get bruises. You just have to be there, pick her up. She'll be on a monitor when she comes home for a while. They already told her that. They've been getting them prepared. They learned about a monitor system that she'll be on for a while after she comes home, and how that works. She was saying they had to go to that class the other day, so they knew about the machine, because she'll be on some monitor when she comes home for a while. She said they told her about that. Her and Matt about the monitor system. They want her at everything right now. Jill says what the doctor told her. They want her at least that's 6.5 to 7 pounds before she can leave the hospital. And she's at 4 right now, I guess, if I understood right, 4 pounds. So she's gaining, and she's feisty. Chelsea says she really doesn't cry. I don't know if that's Nick kids. They don't cry. The babies don't really cry. I don't know, but she says we really haven't heard her cry. I'm like, oh, she might be too little. So she eventually will. I told her, I said, enjoy it while it lasts, because eventually she will be. Like she has they have the wedding renewal, and she's so panicked because she's in Diamond's wedding renewal coming up. And so Tammy, Chelsea's mom, like Chelsea's mom said yesterday, they need to still live, as parents. They're, they need, because Chelsea's at the hospital every day, all day long. She comes home, they have dinner, her and Matt go to the hospital until about 10 o'clock. Their phones are constantly on, they're constantly on it. Well, Diamond's wedding renewal thing is on the 6th. So Tammy, Chelsea's mom, is going to go spend that day and night down at Chelsea's. So they can at least go to Diamond's, because Chelsea's in a wedding party. And first Matt was going to stay home so Chelsea could go up here, enjoy herself. And Tammy, Chelsea's mom, said, no, Matt, you go with Chelsea. I need to be near. This is what we're going to do. I'm coming to Appleton. I'm going to go to the hospital all day. Chelsea's going to, Chelsea can't drink. Chelsea's going to pump. I'm going to go feed the baby. You guys go have a good time. I will be with her. I'm going to spend a night at your house, and I'll see you guys when you get home. And Chelsea told Diamond, because they have the wedding renewal at 5 o'clock. Then they have dinner, and then they have a little bar hopping. Chelsea and Matt aren't going to do the bar hopping. They're going to go through the service, the dinner, chill out with her for a little while, and then not hop in, because Diamond rented a bus thing where so nobody's driving that night. Chelsea and Matt aren't going to do that. They're just going to go home. But Tammy's like, you guys need this. Because like Tammy says, you guys are stressed because your child's in the ICU. And that's the 6th of November, Diamond's Ready News. And she may be coming home before this, shortly after that, or by end of November, beginning of December is the understanding. You need, you need to go out before you can't go out for a while. This was basically what they said. Because once that baby gets home, there's going to be times where you guys can't go. And due to the fact she's going to be, you're going to have to find the right people that can, until. So they will be Matt will be there too. Because she missed the Bachelor. She was only out of the hospital a week for Diamond's little Bachelor thing they did for her. And she felt so bad. Diamond's like, no, I get it, Yep. Well, when you're so early, they're just growing. Yep. That's what Chelsea says. I can't wait for the big cry, is how she says. Because right now she sounds like a little whimper, but it's very little. She's still growing. She's growing. She needed to stay in baked a little bit more. But was lose Chelsea, lose baby, could have lost both, could have just lost one. So that's how high a risk it turned in. And the thing is through this pregnancy, Chelsea was really sick. It's reminding me of my pregnancy. Any smell, anything made her sick. Like the day she was out at Diamond's for a birthday party. One of the kids' birthday party. She just felt terrible. She was so miserable. So that's why I said, why don't you sit in a pool? She goes, I didn't bring a suit. I'm like, Diamond, go find some shorts of Sam's and a t-shirt for Chelsea. She's gonna go join us in a pool. She goes, she goes, I'm gonna need help up the ladder because she was unsteady. And I'm like, not a problem. So she got changed, and Scott and Sam. Scott was in the pool. Sam was on the outside of the pool, and they helped her into the pool. She dunked herself, and then she got on my tube, and she said, God, this feels so wonderful. Just, yep. And not a week, 2 weeks later, she was in, not even 3 weeks later, because they literally found out what they were having. Because she gave everybody cupcakes at the party. Yeah, it was the kid's birthday party in June. And no, it was July. It was July. Because Diamond had the one party in July. And she brought Kim a cupcake, Diamond a cupcake. She found out I was going to be there. She brought me a cupcake and the kids a cupcake. And they were pink inside. And that's how she let everybody know she was having a girl. And she looked so tired. She was telling me. And she said it helped. She's like, I'm not sleeping. Because I can't sleep. She goes. And when she was in the pool, just in the tube, she actually dozed off. So we just let her and watched her. Well, not even a week and a half, 2 weeks later. Hi, Clint. We got it. Tammy, Chelsea's mom, called us and said, hey, Chelsea's in the hospital. And told us what was going on. We couldn't go. Nobody could go see her. Which sucked. Because Diamond and Sam were like, we're on our way. They're like, you can't go in, guys. But I gotta let you girls know y'all been through everything together. So yeah. I said to Chelsea, she's in great hands. She's at one of the best hospitals you could possibly have a child at. Is where Chelsea is. She's at the children's hospital. So she goes, yeah, that's what they said. I'm like, yeah, you live in there because you live in the right spot to have where you're because a lot of babies get transferred to this hospital where Chelsea actually had her baby. Yeah. Yeah, because Ruby actually was supposed to be born in November, the end of November, beginning of September or December. I know Ruby was due the end of I want to say Diamond told me the last week of November. ask her. She's just over her, when they could tell the sex. I just remember that much. I don't, I just. But Tammy was saying yesterday when we were talking, Chelsea's mom and I, she goes, I've been through a lot with my kids. She goes, knowing that I could have lost my daughter as well as my grandchild, she goes, that was scary. She goes, I don't want to go through that again. Never again. That's how scary it was. Because they tried. Chelsea was in a hospital 3 days before they finally had to make the decision to deliver. Because they tried everything. Yeah, she was very early. They tried everything before. And they'd get Chelsea's blood pressure down. And then it'd skyrocket again. So it came to the fact, okay. They even put her in a semi-conscious state. Cool, Clint. A semi-conscious state. Hopefully the body would like relax or something. Tammy said it didn't do anything. It didn't help. Anything they tried to help baby as well as Chelsea didn't help. I know I got mail coming today too. I bought some stamps from Elle's. That I bought. And poor Matt. I mean, they're 30 years old. They're 30 years old. But he looked at Tammy, goes, I don't know what to do. And she goes, tough decision, Matt. Yep. And she said, and Tammy said she turned around and told Matt, you let the doctors do what they do best. And we'll take it from here, on our end. If they say they need to deliver this baby to save Chelsea's life, that was the thing. But then Chelsea came out of it and said, do what we need to do. If I survive, or if I don't survive and she survives, then there's a little bit of, Chelsea was brave. She turned around, she says, if I survive, I survive. If my baby survives and I don't survive, I'm okay with that. Then there's a little piece of me, but do what we have to do. Well, they both survived. And the baby's doing great. The baby's doing great. See, that's like Matt said yesterday. He goes, it's not that I wasn't attached to the child, but the child's not in me. Yeah. And Matt's like, I didn't know what to do. He goes, I still think, well, what do you... I said, you're in a hard place. You're again, you did what you did. She goes, I'm looking at my wife who's having our child. What do I do? What do I do? So we told the doctors, do what you feel you need to do. And they needed, I guess, Chelsea semi-conscious. So they brought her out of the state that they had her in. And I can't wait to get your package, Tina, that you're sending out today, because we get it. Yeah, Jennifer, can you explain? I don't know. I'll ask. September, the first week of September, just 2 months early. Yeah. Just over the third semester trimester. Diamond thinks. She goes, I'm not sure, Mom. It happened so quickly. I don't remember. She goes, I'll ask Chelsea later. You sent me an email, the first email, Jennifer, or message. I don't understand it. I understand the second one about your house and all that. I don't understand the first email you sent me. The very first one. I don't know. I don't understand what you're saying. Can you reread what you sent me and maybe re-explain it? Because I'm not sure exactly what you were talking about there. So if you can reread what you sent me and maybe redo it so I can understand it, I'd appreciate it. Because I read it last night and I'm like, I don't know what she's saying here. All right, we got some glitter on that one. All right, this side. I want black. That was a nice little baby shower. She got some. I laugh. Her and Matt were so funny because I bought all the stuff to childproof their house. They're like, "Oh my God, we never thought of this, Matt." I said, "Yeah, you don't think of that stuff until baby Ruby will start opening cupboard doors and opening doors. Then you're like, oh, we need a childproof." I said, "Everybody get your clothes." I said, so I went with this direction. She's like, "Thank you." New parents are funny. And and Chelsea's the youngest, so she's not like she had a younger sibling to, she's the baby. So she's like, I'm total loss. I have no other kid to kind of see what happens. Yeah, I've been around Diamond's kids. Because this is funny. Chelsea's like, I'll change Riley, or was one of the kids, and she put the diaper on backwards. She's like, I don't know. I can't get this diaper in. Oh, I got it, she says. Well, then an hour or so later, I go to change it, and I'm like, who the hell put this diaper on this child backwards? And Chelsea goes, I was wondering why the tabs went that way. I said, you do that when they start taking their diapers off. I said, but when they're this little, you don't need to do that. They take their diapers off. I'm like, oh yeah, they get that at that stage. That's when you know body training's time. So wait till you wake up and your child's diapers off their body when they're like 1.5 years old. Yep, you'll wake up with a child diaperless. It's like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, look, yep, that happened. This is before she was married. I'm like, yep, they like to strip. Let's see what else is new in my life. Not much. Trick-or-treating's this weekend. I'm talking this one, Jennifer. I'm going to copy it and resend it to you because I don't understand what you're saying on this one. Yeah. That's the one I was confused about. Okay. That one. That's done. This is one I don't like. What am I going to do? I'm actually going to put this back on. No, I'm actually going to use this side. Put it like that. Okay. I know. Tell me about it. It's like, where in the hell did it go? It's like, damn. Yeah. Oh, okay. Yeah. Okay. All right. I get it now. Okay. I didn't know if you wanted me to add that up. I didn't know what you wanted me to do there. I was like, what is she? I couldn't figure out what you wanted me to do. Okay. So I didn't care for this tag. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to take some black paint and I'm going to go like this. Oh. You have them already set up, Dawn? You're really starting early. See, I gotta haul my Halloween stuff that I hauled up, and I never got to actually decorate the living room or around my house. I was so sick right after Allie and I hauled it up, and I just didn't get back to doing it. So it's all sitting on my table. So I will haul it all and put it away and do my fall stuff. Now that doesn't look bad at all. And after Thanksgiving, I'll start decorating for Christmas. All right. Okay. September 3rd. The baby was born September 3rd. That's what I thought. Because we seen her in August. I knew. Yeah. Okay. Where? Okay. I got my white Artezas out here. My white Arteza marker is dead. I'm sure it's all gone. We'll see. See, you can tell when these die. You hear that? And I'll show you a difference. How you can tell when your markers are dead. If your markers start squeaking, means there's not a lot of ink left in your markers. And if there's a bullet in your stuff, it means they're pretty much dead as well. And, see, here's a full one. You don't even hear it. Here's an empty one. So this one's pretty much empty. I don't even think I can get anything out of it. Very little. I have two of my sisters up. The guy will put the guy is that guy your husband? Or one of your sons? Cool. Yeah. That's a tip. I find money, it's mine. I laughed at one time. I'll tell you a story here. Scott's like, I can't find the rent money. And I'm like, what do you mean you can't find the rent money? He goes, I don't know where it is. And my husband has a bad habit of getting money out of the bank, folding it up, and sticking it in his pockets. Okay. And I'm like, you checked all the clothes? He's like, yeah. And his parents said he's had that problem since he was a kid. And they've always told him to stop doing it. Put it in your wallet. Da 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 da. But Scott's never done it. He's never broke that habit. It drives me crazy. I get where his parents are coming from. And I've been married to the man for 24 years, together for almost 30 years. So I'm like, I said, where in the hell are we going to get? At that time, our rent was $525. I said, where are we going to get $525? We don't have $525, Scott. Where in the hell to get? We didn't even have hardly a savings at that time. We're talking about Saber was a baby. So you're talking 24 years ago. I'd say 23 years ago, 22, whatever. He goes, I'll talk to my mom and dad. I'm like, Jesus, Scott, because me and Scott hate borrowing money. Hate it. And when we lived at, I didn't. And at that time, I didn't have a washer and dryer. So Scott's parents allowed me to do my laundry at their house. So every 2 weeks, I'd go over and do our laundry. And I'm downstairs, and Scott's mom's downstairs, and I'm going through Scott's pockets because I always had to go through Scott's pockets. Who knows what were in his pockets? And I start laughing. Scott's mom goes, what's funny? I said, Scott's going to talk to you and Dad about borrowing $500 and some. I said, because he lost the rent money. She's like, well, how did he lose the rent money? I said, who knows? But I found it. And I pull out this wad of cash, and there's all the $100 bills and our rent money in Scott's pocket. But he checked all his jeans, remember? So I said, what a nice tip for me, eh? And she goes, yeah. Because money found in washer is mine. She goes, don't tell him you found it. I'm like, okay, we're going to teach him a lesson. So we're sitting at the table. Scott's dad, mom, me, Scott. Kids are over playing. Scott's like, Mom, Dad, I need to ask a favor. He goes, can I borrow $550? So Scott's dad goes, what do you need it for, son? He goes, I need to pay rent. And then he starts going on how he doesn't know he doesn't know what happened to the rent money. He can't find it. Went through the laundry, went through his clothes. I don't know if somebody took it out of the car, out of the associated bank envelope. And he's going on. Scott's dad says, yeah. And Scott's mom goes, nope, we're not helping him. And the look on Scott's face was like, what? Usually his mom's the one. His dad was the one that was like, I don't know, son. You gotta look, He was the one that was tougher. Scott's mom was the one that never said no. Scott knew, it was the opposite. Scott's mom's like, nope. You need to learn a lesson. So I suggest you go sell something and come up with the money. And she's going on. And Scott's dad is like, what? Very different side of Scott's mom that Scott was seeing. And so was his father-in-law. Or his father, my father-in-law. They're like looking at Scott's mom like, wow, she's really upset about this, and she keeps going on. So Scott goes, fine. I will find a way to do this, he says. And he would have. Scott would have. He says, but I need to make a point here. And Scott's mom goes, and what point's that? He goes, if this happened to my sister, you wouldn't be doing anything. You already had wrote the check out, because that's how it was in Scott's life. The sister could do anything. She knew, it was never any questions asked, where Scott got the lecture, his sister did not. Okay, that's how it's been. And then Scott's dad goes, hey, that's not right. That's not fair. And Scott goes, but it's the truth, Scott's mom's like, before we get it into this too far, because I'm like, Scott, shut up. He's like, no. He goes, it's not like I come here every week, every month, He goes, when's the last time? And then Dave got money out of it, And they literally just got money out of mom and dad. Scott's sister and brother-in-law. Always. To this day, they do, He goes, I'm lucky I come once a year. He goes, and this is the treatment I get. I don't get this. And I'm like, Scott, shut up. He's like, no. And I'm like, he goes, I don't ask all the time to borrow money, because I know what I'm going to get when I borrow money. If I ask for money, I get a lecture. My sister gets it handed to her with no questions asked. It's been like this since I was a kid. Blah, 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 blah. He's just going up. And I'm like, Scott, shut up. And he's like, no. So then it turned. And I'm like, Scott's mom goes, Tina, tell him. And he goes, tell me what? I said, I found the rent money. I said, it was in your jean pocket. Like I told you, did you check all your jeans? But that's how it's been. Scott grew up in a household where the daughter practically could snap her fingers and it was a yes. And Scott would get the lecture. So, but I was like, shut up. And he's like, no. No. But always, he's to this day, he does that. I still find money in Scott's pockets. I'd be like, Jesus. He's like, where'd you get to 20? I'm like, laundry trip. What? I'm like, laundry tip. At least it ain't big bills like it used to be, because I think I broke him up carrying $100 bills in his pockets. It took me long enough, though. So now it's like 10, 5, 20 once in a while. Yep. Not as often as I used to, though. Most days, we use our debit card so much. So Scott we rarely have cash on us. Everything's, our debit. I'll never forget that. He went half cocked on his parents. And I got the rent money. And I'm like, shut up, shut up. And he just kept going off. Now, Scott's dad, him and Scott have got so much closer. I'm so happy because they weren't close, Scott and his dad, at all. And since we moved here, Scott goes down there and helps and sees his dad more than his own daughter, who's the apple of his eye. It's opened my father-in-law's eyes a little bit. That I think dads and boys, especially when there's, I don't know how to explain. I don't know. It was a weird dynamic between those two. I didn't get it. Because Scott's sister was I mean, his dad would do everything for his sister, no questions asked, and Scott would get no, And the last few years here, it was just it's different. And I'm glad it's different because that really messed with Scott for a long time. This is like, he's just like, I don't know if my dad, he told me once, I don't even know if my dad loves me. And I'm like, your dad loves you more than my dad loves me. He goes, but look how he treats me. And I think what finally woke Scott's dad up of the daughter is they got caught lying. And that upsets Scott's dad. Apparently my parents said, yeah, I don't either. I have no, I definitely don't parent like I parent some like my mother, but I don't parent like my dad, that's for sure. Well, how can you learn anything from me? I probably parent more like my grandfather than anybody. Because that's who I was pretty much raised after my parents divorced, was my grandfather, and he was so school. When I talk or I do something, even to this day, Diamond goes, man, you can tell you're old. She's like, you're so old school, Mom. She says that to me all the time. I mean, I worked for things. We were just having a conversation. If I wanted a TV in my room, I earned that TV. I bought my own TV. It wasn't just given to me. Every one of my grandkids got a TV in their room. Diamond and Xavier, I laugh. Their first TVs were hand-me-downs from some family member that got new TVs. I was told to go outside. I didn't have gadgets like my grandkids do. And they come here, they don't have their gadgets. They can't bring They did bring them the week that I had them while Diamond was in Hawaii, yeah. But other than that, if it's a weekend, their phones stay home. Their laptops, whatever they have, that all stays at Diamond's house. That doesn't come to my house when they're here. Allie brings her phone. But Code always wants to drag his Xbox with him wherever he goes. And we're like, no. Nope. It's $2 a night. You're not dragging it. But the kids have chores. I have to give Diamond that one. They do have chores. They do get allowance. But their allowance is better than my allowance ever was. Man, I thought $1 a week was gold. They get like $6, $7, if not $10 a week. I'm like, damn. They were on our family plan. And last month? No, the month before. Was it last month? Yeah, month before. Diamond and Sam were always on our family plan since Allie was a baby. Well, then, I want to say last month, they actually went on their own plan. They're no longer on our plan. I laughed because I took a picture. While I had a lady at the cell company take a picture of all four of us, and she goes, "Why did you guys want a picture in the cell phone?" And she goes, "In cell U.S. Cellular." I said, "I'm gonna mark it down." I said, "They are now adults now." And she's like, "Why?" I said, "They are no longer on our plan." And she started laughing. They always paid their share, you know. There's only one time in 11 years that I had to cover Diamond's bill and Sam's bill. 11 years. Almost 12 years. Because we paid Diamond's phone up till she got married. Once she got married, her and Sam had to pay their own phone bill. But in that time frame, I only had to cover their phone bill one time, and it was this year. And that's when they came back from Hawaii, and Sam lost his job. They just didn't have the money to cover it. Our phones got shut off, and I'm like, called them, and I'm like, our phones are shut off. She's like, shit, she forgot to call me. She goes, I meant to call you and say, Mom, I just don't have the money. And I'm like, okay, I paid it. And I'm like, okay. Because we have no money, because Sam was still fighting for unemployment. So I covered the cost of their phone bill, and then they ended up paying us back. As a matter of fact, they just literally paid off their money to me for the phone bill. But yes, they would have liked him. It says, we would have known when Sam got back that the plan, because see, this is how it worked out. Sam and Diamond went on Hawaii. They had their money saved from when they were supposed to go to Walt Disney World. So they went to Hawaii instead. Sam didn't know the company was sold. Okay? The company literally was sold to a different person. That person cleaned house. Sam was not the only one, because I thought Sam was the only one they let go. Yep, the company have a lot of people go. And the thing is Sam, they went by attendance records. Okay? They didn't make a note in attendance record. Oh, Mr. Sobies check. How many times Sam had to stay home because of COVID the year prior. Every time the kid sneezed, snorted, he got to stay at home for 14 days. So they used that against Sam. That's why Sam got let go. So did another guy. The guy goes, do you really think, I'm going to add white to this. He said when he got back, he said to the new boss, do you really think I wanted to miss all this work? Because there's always 14 days. Yep, the new owner didn't give a shit. And he let a lot of people go that all missed days. I mean, there was like 6 times Sam had to be isolated because the kids would get sent home. And isolation, 14 days. Yep. Sam likes his new job, but he doesn't like the hours because he's up at 4. He has to get up at 4 o'clock in the morning. That's the only thing Sam says he hates about the new job. Other than that, he likes it. He's making more money anyways. So, well, like Sam just got isolated again. He just went back to work literally last Monday. But you know what? This company paid him because it's a smaller company. He got a hold of his boss. He's like, hey, my daughter tested positive for COVID. He goes, I have to be isolated. And the guy goes, no problem. He paid Sam half of what he would have made. The guy didn't have to do that because there's nothing. Okay, my husband's home, guys. I'm going to go see what's up. It is only noon. See, they're probably out of product. I'll be right back. I'm back. Oh. Okay. Okay. All right. All right. I'm liking this now that I'm doing the white circles around it. Okay. Now, Lucy's like, Daddy's home. Daddy's home. Why is Daddy home? Okay, there we go. I think that looks better now. It's like a... Boom. Lucky I got the pool man out of the gardener out of the house. Hey guys, the husband showed up home early. Oh, he hurt his shoulder. Has to go to the doctor tomorrow. To go see the company clinic. He complained about it last week. So they knew that he hurt his shoulder. And he figured that he'd rest up this weekend. And he went into work and it still bothered him today. So now they're going to send him to the doctor. So he's got an appointment tomorrow. Yeah. Because Thursday he mentioned it to his foreman or boss that his shoulder was bothering him. And Scott goes, I think I just, So there's paperwork at work where Scott wrote some paperwork on Thursday that his shoulder was bothering him. And so he went into work today. It bothered him all weekend. So he went in today. It bothered him again. So now they're sending him to the company doctor, wherever they send him. Balance Sports. Yeah, tomorrow. It's at a clinic that they go through, which I don't know. He says they're going to be calling him later. So they sent him home. That's why he's home. As I walked out, I'm like, why are you home? I didn't even get the gardener out the front door quick enough. I said, he goes, what? And I'm like, just keep talking to me. and then he realized what I said. And he's like, you shithead. Because that's a joke between us. I have a gardener. I don't actually have a gardener, but it's a joke. And I said, your shoulder? And he's like, yeah. And I go, now what? He says, I go see a company doctor tomorrow. I'll leave that one. That looks good. This one, tighten this up a little bit brighter white. So he'll go there. They're going to be calling him to set up an appointment. I thought they were out of product. I forgot. I wasn't thinking his shoulder. Because I figured they'd find something for him to do there, That's what I figured, they just put them on lightweight duty or something. But they can't do that. He has to go see. Because I said that. And he goes, no. He goes, they can't do that. He goes, go see the doctor. So now I got the tags on. We're going to decorate the tags with images. And I'm using the cutouts on this one. So we're going to do the book as well. And just make some sort of design. I want to use, I always have these. I think they're so cool. So we're just going to do something. What I don't know. I don't know yet. So we will see, I guess, what happens. He's getting old, he told me. He's getting old. Well, I said, I know that. So. Ice packing it. So he's going to take so he's going to get, relax a little bit, take a nice hot shower, and then ice pack for a while. I'm like, they couldn't get you in a day. He says, they may. He goes, I'm just waiting for a phone call. And I'm like, oh, okay. So he goes, I might be able to go in sometime today. He doesn't know, waiting for it. He says, and if they don't call me by the morning, the lady at his work told that to give him a number to call them. So. But they are to call him to set up a time. Well, it's probably a repetitive injury, because he's same position over and over and over, I got her smaller. I don't think I used the small one yet. Repetitive. That's the word. Repetitive. That's the word. Repetitive. Art journal. It's my art journal. See, here's this one. I did a hidden pocket. This one has a big tag. Go there. And we have tag there. Another tag. And another tag. and that piece, and then you have this piece, and then you can go like this, and you can see it through like this, and then on this side you can see it through like that. And we have this over here, and then you have this framed out here, and then when you turn it like that, it's framed there too. Did I do the squares? Oh yeah, here's the square one. See, that's how this is a black and white where you can see it looking through like there. And then when you go over here, you can see the different colors that way. And then this one is just little houses I did. And I have home, home, home road in the background under the sea. And then I have this over here, and then this flips. And that flips. Got the giant eye. And I got more squares. When you look through, you see it like that. And then when you flip, you see it like that. And then I got two like this. One is circles. And you got a ground. Like Halloween one. Yep, it's all it's delusions. And then here we are. I don't got much left in this book, this one. I said, Jennifer just bought stuff from me. I said, when she pays me a week or two, I said, I'll have to buy me another journal. Oh, I cut these out. Yeah, we'll go back to square here. This is my square stencil, and I literally cut them out. Yep, I cut them out. Yeah, and then the circles, this is my circle stencil, and I sit there and I cut them all out. Yeah, it didn't come like that. I did that. Yep, I did that. I don't want to lose that. And my mess over here, so I'll put these right here. Yep, I cut them out. Now I'm collaging. So when you do her collaging stuff, it don't have to make sense, okay? Just remember that. Because people are like, oh God, that's weird. Well, it's supposed to be weird. It doesn't have to make sense. All right? That's how Diane Riley Delusion Lady stuff is. Yep. Exactly, Dawn. And I'm going to lift her finger up just a smidgen. There we go. Right now that's headless until I find a head. There we go, I found a head. And I'll add right throughout. So we're gonna put that. See, I got the back to do too. So right now I have all my pieces in this basket, and that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm kind of just going through and see what I like and grabbing. Put that there. This is a little freaky ass one too. I'm gonna set that there. I've been wanting to use that one. Yeah, I don't know. I'll probably put that right there. Yeah, we'll put that one right there. Oh. Press it down. Okay, and then I'm gonna fold this over. I need to go work on my craft room. We all need to go work on our craft room. If you can see my craft room right now, it's crazy. I'm just saying. A tornado went through it, but I'm having fun. I'll clean it later. But this is what I'm going to work on. Piece together and make the tags. I've been on here. How long have I been on here? Yeah, I'm going to call it so I can go chill with Scott. See what's up more. But you see what I'm doing? And then the tags will go in the pockets. You just got to get them the right direction. There you go. Like so. And I'll probably have something right here in the corners as well. But I'll keep adding. I'll show you when it's all completed. Gone. So I'm gonna. But here's the tags backside. Like I said, when I discovered that, I wasn't worried because I'll somehow cover it. You won't even know that's behind that. You know. But I'm gonna keep building here and go chill with the husband for a while. And you'll see a video from me later because I have some Julie Nutting stamps I purchased from Bima coming in today, and I'm so excited. So who knows? I might go live later. So I want to thank each and every one of you. Thank you for the 3 thumbs up. I think I got 3. Oh, I got 4 thumbs up. So thank you for them. And as always, be happy, be kind, be safe, be funny, be crafty. And bye for now, ladies. Have a good rest of Monday. Thanks for tuning in. Bye.